Let's talk about doing the next right thing. Hi, if you have not heard about me before, my name is Becky. I am a trauma informed life and business coach. And like I say, fancy way of saying that I was raised by a narcissist, got a psychology degree, did a lot of therapy, and now I'm helping other women, moms, entrepreneurs in life do the next right thing. So let's talk about it. Everybody always says, if you are stuck, just do the next right thing. Sounds really good in theory. I will say there are two things that you really need in order to do the next right thing. And that is accountability and mindset. And I'll get into that a little bit. And I'll kind of liken this journey again, whether you're trying to do a big pivot in life, whether you are trying to start a business, it's all the same. Life coach, business coach is the same thing. It's just whether or not your goal is to start a business or to have better relationships, right? So I will say this reminds me very much of my own weight loss journey. I want to say about 2 years ago, I lost 80 pounds. Yay. Thank you in advance for all the congratulations. Now, I had struggled with weight my entire life, did all the diets, all the things. I had even gotten to the point where I was considering weight loss surgery. And as I was getting ready to prepare for the weight loss surgery, if you've never had it, they'll tell you, okay, well, start trying to lose weight, get healthier, like in prep while you're going through all the tests and psych exams and all the things. And I found that within, I don't know, like 6 weeks, I'd lost like 10 pounds. And I'm like, wait a minute, if I can do this, then why am I getting weight loss surgery? So there I had my first light bulb moment. And that was proof of concept, right? I could do this. I had done a little bit of it successfully, so I can keep going. So I didn't need the crutch of the weight loss surgery. No shade to anybody who has needed it. I have friends who've had it. It's a beautiful thing. But for me, that was not my journey. So I was like, well, what is going to be different this time and how can I keep it going? And the piece that I found had been missing the most was accountability. We all know that to lose weight, we need to be in a caloric deficit. We know we need to move our body and we know we need to eat healthy things. That's common knowledge. You can look anywhere, they'll tell you that is what you need to do. But we don't actually do that thing, right? So you need somebody, an outside force, to help you do the thing and keep you accountable to your goals, whether it's weight loss, whether it's starting a business, a YouTube channel, a podcast, or learning not to lose your mind when all your kids are screaming and yelling and all you want to do is hide in the bathroom, right? It's the accountability piece. We all know we need to do the right thing, but having somebody kind of tap us and say, hey, did you do that thing? Do you need help? Do you have a question? It's that community and that space, whether it's through coaching, whether it's through a best buddy. For me, it was a group of friends who we all got together and we were all working on the same goal at the same time. And that was to get healthy and lose weight. And I'm so grateful for that group of friends that I am still in contact with to this day. And we've all kind of maintained our health journey. So it's amazing. Now, the second piece of that is mindset. And people often say, well, you just need the motivation. I just need to be motivated to do the thing. No, you don't. Motivation might get you started. Like, let's say, again, you have a class reunion coming up and you want to look amazing because your awful ex is going to be there with his beautiful new wife, whatever. So you may get healthy. You may lose the weight for that reunion, right? And then as soon as the reunion is over, you go back to your old habits. Kind of the same thing in anything else you would do in life and business, right? You get the one first goalpost that you set for yourself, and then you just kind of slack off. You're like, well, I was supposed to finish that parenting course, but the kids are kind of behaving right now. So do we really need it? Or I was going to talk to my partner about being more supportive of me, but he's being okay right now. So we don't need to kind of keep going to couples therapy. Or if you're in business, well, I got some posts out. I have a few clients. Life is okay right now. I'm getting referrals in. I don't need to continue marketing until all the things stop, right? Until the kids start going crazy again, until your husband stops being not supportive. And then the referrals dry out, right? You see how all that kind of goes together. And you're like, I need to get motivated again. So you get motivated because now there's that thing poking you saying, hey, you've got to do the thing. And it's a cycle, right? And here we are, my whole thing is breaking patterns and breaking cycles. And you're going to keep going and going on that hamster wheel until you stop doing the whole, I just need to be motivated. It's not motivation. It's discipline. I'm going to do these things because I said I was going to do them. and put it in a box or a way that makes sense in your life. Now, I've had coaches tell me, you have to show up every day and do this thing. It was not for my season of life, right? Particularly when I first started my health journey, it was like, you've got to work out an hour and a half a day. You have to have this very rigid diet. And yeah, I saw results. But at the end of the day, I'm a mom of 4 kids with a very busy life. I did not have time to be in my basement or at the gym for an hour and a half a day. I sometimes had to grab food on the go, and I tried to make the healthiest choice that I could, but all the stress that I was putting on myself to keep doing the right thing often caused me to slip back. So I had to kind of modify that to my life, and recognizing that this is a season of life that I'm in, busy mom, all the things, in order to be able to continue moving towards my goals, maybe not at the pace that I wanted to, but still that I was seeing some progress there. And that's where the mindset comes into play. You can borrow somebody else's philosophy, you can kind of borrow somebody else's mindset, but until you make the decision, have a strong enough why, and see the vision of where it is that you want to go, it's going to be really hard to stick to your goals, right? So without that accountability and that mindset, that determination to say, okay, this is the thing that we are going to do, right? This is my non-negotiables. And that can change every day. And I think maybe the third thing that I should have mentioned was giving yourself grace, because there are going to be days where you're not going to be able to stick to all the goals and things that you set for yourself. And don't beat yourself up. There's definitely a mindset where it's all or nothing. Like, oh, I messed up. I had 5 Oreos today. I might as well just stop my diet, right? And it's defeatist. One bad decision does not negate all the right decisions you've made. So maybe one day you do yell at your kids and you're like, "Ugh, I guess I'm just an awful parent." No, you just had a bad day. Everybody has a bad day. Nobody's perfect. Or maybe, in business, you didn't post for a week. You didn't attend that networking event and you're like, "Oh, I must be an awful business person. Let me just quit." No, that is not the case. You just had a bad day, a slip up, whatever you want to call it, but you're human. This is the human experience. Life happens. Kids are going to get sick. Your boss is going to have a bad day. Take it out on you. Things are going to knock you off your game, and it's okay. So again, accountability, mindset, grace. I'm going to add that third thing in about where you want to go in life and in business. And of course, because I am a trauma informed coach, I always take it back again to breaking cycles and breaking patterns. And not always, but I find that a lot of these wheels that we find ourselves in are generally because of some type of trauma, whether that's a big traumatic event or maybe even a series of little traumas. And again, it could be something in your childhood, it could be something currently, it could be something with a partner, and it doesn't have to be a big scary thing. But these types of things are what will knock us off of our ability to stay accountable, to have the mindset, and to give ourselves grace. Because if you find yourself unable to give yourself grace, that you're a human and human things happen, that lends itself to a much bigger conversation. So I hope you enjoyed this. We can obviously continue this conversation in the comments, but until then, be you, be great, and I will see you on the next one. Have a good day.